Hello. Welcome to Dragon's Dogma 2. It's finally here. I'm so giddy.
Done madden.
It is maddening. Thank you, Roxas. Welcome in. Let's get started. I'm so happy. I have been waiting for this game. I can't wait. Let's get in. Let's get weird. Fiction is the human will that reaches its greatest power.
Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimond suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the console. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage. Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
No, I don't think that's me. I did make a character in character creation, so I don't know. Unless it's just generic body. I'm sure there's a way to load in my character.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the sovereign of Vermont! Long live the sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Long live the Rook. Thank you. Ooh, Joseph. Maybe that sword.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward.
Reset.
Is it you? No? If the pawn Are you the one then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? Ah, it must be you. Are you the one then? Aha, I thought I recognized you.
Still waiting to download. Yeah.
Not you then. If the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come forward, so speak up, you guy. There's no mistaking it. You're the one.
Yes. There's the boy. Check the voice. One fighter finalized. Two. No, not that high. There we go. I'm old as shit. Also, what up, Croman? Welcome in.
I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
Or add-ons added. You'll just the man to progress the game.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
By the time the download finishes, oh, that sucks.
What about this place makes me nervous?
Ooh. The hole.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not over.
It's fucking Rook! What up, Rook?
This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Bro, you look a lot better than you did in the other game.
Time to be heading home. Would that I now had horse to draw steel.
No one's coming to my rescue. 'Twould be unwise to disobey. The overseer will show you no mercy.
It's the boy!
Free myself to do much at this hour.
Time for you to get to work.
Pick up a boulder.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
I'm surrounded by winches
Ooh.
on all sides.
Ooh, I like it.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap. Or that.
It burns, it does.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
I will not stand for this.
What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Ew. There'd be boobies.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully. Attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks.
Ah.
Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons that are never combatant. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend killing to your right.
Show them your men!
Are you unharmed?
Consarne!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consarne it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! After them! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Flee for your life.
Well, soldier, that is the only
Listen to the disembodied voice and the ghostly man. Leap to your death.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
I love this game. Didn't take fucking much. I love it. Hey, Voldemort. It's so fucking pretty. That's not good. My boy!
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word.
I'm looting.
Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. find your strength back. Buy the curative or have it to breathe. When one of the fiends comes, rest guard and dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch.
Oh, you can loot the bodies now. Well, hell yeah.
There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is.
Water's always bad. Yeah. I was killed. About time we can loot the bodies. Alright, so I need to work on my guarding a little bit more and be less bloodthirsty.
There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk.
Hey, that's better loot.
Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of men to see that. And the total is sovereign, ridden since ere long. Dragon rears its ugly head. Is among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermin owes much of its prosperity to the sovereigns who have served it o'er time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking after us.
Bones. Pretty sure they're different must-have for this game. Yeah.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Is right. Summoning Odette.
Pawns are oft called nomads, for we wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. 'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Well,
She's pretty. Well, thank you.
A pawn summoning before my very eyes.
And spend 5 hours in the character creator to not have good-looking characters.
You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
But where's our boy? I know. I want Rook back.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
Sets my foot down dark.
Light upon, so save your progress in this. Best and ends regular interval.
Arthur's place.
A treasure chest.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
Health and stamina. Dude. Rise in the morning, night. So adventurers will stay in regularly to avoid risks when traveling.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's this treasure chest you were talking about?
Hail! I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you. Hasn't anyone got coins?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for swell met.
Go. Not have money for anything. Alright.
Always a pleasure.
Alright, I guess we'll just stay at the inn.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me. Hoy there. My pa always used to say, aye, being armed, you should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Right.
Feels eerie with no one about. Stepped in it. My bed goods. And a sharp test.
Could barely drag my ass out of bed.
Oh, there's the chest she was talking about.
We have found a material.
There we go.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long.
Hey, man.
I'm aching for a fight.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Alright. I didn't ask you shit. I'm just climbing down this ladder. What? Okay.
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
You're just kind of a bitch, aren't you?
I'm dead on my feet after. Hail! You a soldier? Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Oh, okay, that's where I'm at. Alright, I see where to go.
How am I meant to slay the beasts if I cannot strike them?
Fans use direct their pawns and companions to their effective variety according to their circumstances and use such. Not bad. Attack immediately of during combat. Approach. Yep.
Get down here, you feather thieves! Who are you? that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
And you can go back and turn in. I really need some shoes or something.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
Have you considered becoming a mage yourself, Master? Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Guess I do need a mage.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
It's a goodly deed we've done. Now Sir Ocado can return to his duty in good health.
He thinks the troops will get more out of their training if they had a soldier of your caliber to guide them.
Well met.
Or to polish up
This
my
wrist
gear
down.
for tomorrow. That's almost days.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
That's a task given to main pond. Items require pond. Gold. Move from your brain. Okay, so that's cool.
Fancy a gander?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? trounced our foe, well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Sounds over there. Or run. Hey, Piero. Fuck you,
The enemy has
Piero.
called reinforcements. It seems they mean to match our might through strength of numbers. How troublesome.
Hey, Lope, welcome in.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
I am a little lost. Alright. This was it. Was a town.
So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too...
Pitiable Arisen.
Right?
Well met.
A lot of money. Sell you anything?
Why not buy your wares here today, sir? Hope to see you again.
Nothing I can afford, dude.
Mayhap I've toiled long enough.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge?
Really now. You mustn't...
That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Ow. I'm dead once more.
Do not test me.
We must withdraw!
What must needs be done?
No right.
Watch out!
Burnt off my whiskers.
From this moment forth, thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Oh god, he's gonna boop. Smoosh. I don't like that kind of boop.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling?
Like I got stepped on by a dragon.
This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do
Second
not
time?
remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived.
Seem to have become arisen.
Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care.
Get some clothing.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village.
Sure he did. Uh-huh.
If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
They have pants.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Doubtful.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
This looks like a place that would have loot for me to get pants. Pixar didn't happen. Hello? Clothing? Yes? Oh, you know what? I'll take a bow. Oh, this is where I got fucking shot down.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
This could grant us an edge in battle if we use it well.
You treasure. Gimme, gimme. Huh. What are those? Oh, it's a spell.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
The sky always puts me in a good
Mind me, just sneaking around. Do you have some goods here?
One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
this. Alright. No reason for it. Down we go.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way.
You are a creepy-looking child.
Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it.
Ow. I'm sure there's like 1,000 goblins between here and there.
But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
Materials to make the new item. Okay.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Ruiner's Apothecary here in Mel.
Ah, now I understand.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we?
Pants. That's all my money. So. Two. Don't need these no more. That'd be great. Distance.
Do come again.
You ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Found in the dark, yourself one of our fine lanterns. Where you stay from night, like moss to a flame.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. But that place puts my hairs on it.
Do be quick. I fear my time is in short supply.
Think about that. Here?
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you?
Dude, that is a look and I approve.
She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
This is teaching is the most powerful skill that can be acquired each vocation. Requires the use of a special tome. See if you with your abilities. Skill can only be realized those.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Vocation procedures can be carried out in the guild. Change your vocation. Time on the vocations. Yep. Backward and target. Wait. And so that might be the first one we grab. Don't have these vocations yet. No fighter yet for you, Roman. I think we have to do a special task for that. First, we're gonna get metal. Let's go with Earth. It means a sailing flank. Harpies suck. $15 for
Do come
good
again.
Lord.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
What am I to do? He really ought to
Look, loot.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
You?
What brings you here? What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
You.
Mayhap, is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I can see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
I almost forgot why I came.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you.
You go talk to the
First and
dude.
foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Words worth hearing.
Well, pawns still have weird conversations. That's fine. I kind of hoped for that.
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Goblins, Master! We cannot be too careful.
was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Okay, I like that.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen.
I got a squad to do. Do it after this quest. Those time is of the essence quests.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The Griffin gets the worm.
That's it! I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
Always remember wolves hunting packs, Arisen.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
We must proceed with caution, lest our charge come under attack.
There's a cave here.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this. 'Tis an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads.
Too fast, more you.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
Station. Get a pickaxe to mine.
Might
Oh,
we
no, I
remove
don't.
this hindrance somehow? I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance? Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Pray. Speak up should you notice or to miss. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
Wolves, master!
That's it!
Mila, you said there was a chest nearby. Yes, no?
One can never have too many materials.
Alright.
I'll harvest some now.
No longer show me where the chest is. So
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
this is a really good designed game so far.
Would be most welcome.
Combat is simplistic and very similar to the original, and it seems to be a lot harder. I am absolutely down for. And like Skyrim would have been this at one point, I feel. Just now I opened up a fucking nest egg of comments on that. I hope Skyrim does not try and copy this game, because it's horrible. It looks much more pleasant. It does, but so far this is just the tight areas. I know there's going to be like larger open plains. I mean, everything in this game so far is just visually striking, and I love it. I love that the pawns run out in front of you, especially since these are my two frontline fighters.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Oh, these guys were following me?
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert. Perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Good.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
See if I can do the squat while I'm running the fight.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
Okay, I love the like the high fives and fist bumps. That's a beautiful addition. Deletions of negative effects, which sets range from inflicting damage to steadying rolls, make effect. Must be covered in oil.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen. I can tell.
I guess they'll throw enough money out to be good.
Is the lawful ruler of Vermund.
We could hope.
So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. This is not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Unbelievable!
We are to retreat, then? Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so.
I shall heal you at once. Halt, if you please. I shall take this. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
do really want to try a warrior, but it's... I'm also torn because I also saw the magic spear, and I really want to play that.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I did say I would do warrior in this run, but I didn't find out about magic spear hand till then. I could essentially do both and figure out which one I like more. But it's a real hard choice which one I want to take. Were we not just here? What? Where are you taking me, dude?
Boy, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
I'm following the dude. It's true, no, stat boosts aren't static. They're, what I understand, semi-static? It still absolutely matters what you're leveling up as, but not as hardcore as it was in the beginning, or the first one. I don't know, a lot of that's just unconfirmed stuff.
You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Oh, you know what it probably was? Because we went down there, the guy reset his path.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance?
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
The day grows darker with our every step.
Ears pricked. 'Twill be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone.
Uncertainly forbidden from the castle in this game as well. I don't know. I haven't been there yet, May.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste of steel. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I did see.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Can. Gleaming treasures are everywhere, like over here. These are clearly unguarded and therefore mine. Not sure that's how it works. Well, nobody stopped me yet, so... Boink. I hope Bitter Black makes a return for no reason other than the sheer spite of the players. Don't wish for that back. Wish for something worse. I didn't do it.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Goblins, Master!
Let us see what you're made of.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
The only river in this world and the activities and behaviors and reflect this same place all day long. Night, day, pass the time, seats found. Nightfall, you will be able to see no further than the ground your feet. Darkness summons fearsome monsters not seen by day. Sunset at your own peril and have a lantern on. Certain objects can be destroyed by your attacks, which will generate after a certain amount of time has passed. Berries and other gatherable.
Let me get that.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
What are you doing here now? Bastard.
As a matter of fact, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet no two of us are the same.
That's weird. Alright.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
An impressive diversion. Should I finish them off, Arisen?
A wise strategy. These beasts are truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Dude, you gotta lead me. Game's done, it's time for bed. Have fun. Night, Croman, thanks for stopping by. You're gonna be streaming this tomorrow, I can't wait to watch.
We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops, pray, be on your guard.
Was most effective.
No.
Arisen, are you alright?
No. Oh, fat guy sit on me.
We're to have any hope of victory. We must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal. So it goes. It seems we have arranged our foes.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Santa, thank you for the 9 months. So, welcome in. Oh lord. He mad. Yeah.
What was that sound?
That was the sound of my skull getting crushed.
seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
Yeah.
Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Climbing back, it will be off.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
You guys can get in the ox cart too. I guess I'll just make it awkward and be the only one sitting here. That's fine. But I have a squat to do.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Doze off? Oh no.
I wasn't prepared for this.
We've got goblins! Douse the flames before it is too late. Guard all your feet. I'll make a difference when I do what I do. See?
Strike! Now!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Back to sitting. The following morning. This looks exactly like, whatchamacallit. See, Rick, gotta get to sleep. Sleep up, hero. Thank you for stopping by.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore,
that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes.
I don't understand.
Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed.
Sure.
You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom.
Okay.
Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen.
Yo.
The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I'm too big.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Disrupt me.
Sonnet, get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Yeah, right? That happened.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Might head to market. I have need of a few things.
Want some in a real battle?
I shall feel top
my
form. I can feel it.
How am I to pay these debts? No shame in letting down your hair now.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Hail! Welcome to Bjorn's Armory.
you'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths.
Good advice. Several styles of smithing used to enhancement each, such as style. Interesting. Plate armor. Afford it. Huh. Oh, the surcoat. I think this is for spear. Health. Wait. I could afford this. Hold off on that. Don't think bad. Up excess water in the skin. Let's see, becoming a foot. Two. No. Oh, I did get a cloak and a ring. Nice.
Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Ah, excellent find.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
everything's expensive. This is better knockdown power. Good. It's better. Oh, hold off on that. You will be getting my gear. Get to have the other things.
Would that I was kept half as busy as I once was.
All this walking's made my leg ache with fright.
It is busy out today.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
There's a ladder over here somewhere.
Fancy a look at my wares?
To each their own, as they say. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
What should I get up to today?
Well met, sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Eyes aren't what they used to be.
I do wish those unsavory sorts wouldn't stare so.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Could use it.
Well met, sir.
How are we to find such worn-out gear?
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you.
All right.
The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Hell yeah.
I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
We have naught to fear if we default to the experience at our disposal.
Here's the door. I'm in the merchant quarter. I think it's okay, well, this is back the way we came, so that might be a good one to start off with, because we're here. Long goddamn trek. Actually, I should probably use the inn because it plays long.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Wonderful.
Getting drunk!
Well met, sir.
Where to now?
Wait, was that not sleeping?
Fine wares all.
I should actually probably read that a bit more, didn't I?
What else needs doing?
Here's the inn.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour?
Rest.
Shall we get some rest then? I trust we've all inspected our equipment. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Left me flowers, apparently.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Got to sell off what I can.
Wine smells good.
Something smells divine. Fancy a look at my wares?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller?
Sure.
Much appreciated.
You gonna tell me a story?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as, "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Alright, that was a nice little waste of time.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Yep. Aim. Aim. Well, it seems like it has crashed. Hopefully, it saved when I slept. Alright, well, I'll just go ahead and end this here, but thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you guys all had fun. If you're new here and are interested, there's a link down below where you can join the community Discord called Band of the Lion. Everybody's welcome to join. All of us are nerds, weirdos, and foodies, and we accept all. I should be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll be doing some more of this. Maybe we will be doing Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Don't know. Oh wait, no, it's Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay. Tomorrow, probably going to be Helldivers with the boys. Then, Saturday, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Possibly. But until then, I hope to see you guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.